And they will see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, and he will send out his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Jesus is giving us an eschatological, prophetic, apocalyptic interpretation of what's going to happen over the next 40 years and beyond. That's what he's doing, because they asked about the destruction of the temple and the end of the age. So Jesus is explaining to them, he's saying, look, the Roman army is going to surround Jerusalem. They're going to bring in their standards, their idolatrous eagle standards. That is going to surround Jerusalem. The temple will be destroyed. It will be dismantled. And after that time, the sun, moon, and stars are going to be shaken. What is that talking about? It's talking about a cataclysmic end of an era, end of the old covenant era, end of the Roman era. The city of Rome was considered inviolable, but with the rise of Christianity, the rise of the church, at the same time that the church was rising and facing persecution, but withstanding it. This is all after the destruction of Jerusalem. So I'm not trying to be, I hope I'm not moving too fast, but the old era, the former era where Israel and the known inhabited world was ruled by one succession of kingdom after the other, 5 major kingdoms. You had Egypt, you had Assyria, you had Medo-Persia, you had the Greeks, and now you've got the Romans, and then you're going to have the let's see, did I forget one? I think I got them all. And then after the Romans, what's going to happen? The kingdom of Jesus Christ is going to rise, but there would also be another kingdom. I could talk about that later. Sort of a counterfeit kingdom that would rise as well, a spiritual kingdom. But the elect, the angels will go out. Angel means messenger. They will go out with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds. In other words, the kingdom of God is going to spread, and the messengers of God are going to spread the gospel, and they're going to gather in the elect of God's people. Jesus is saying, look, this whole story of Jerusalem and Israel is not ultimately going to culminate with the destruction of the temple. There's going to be a worldwide movement of the church, of the kingdom of God. And in that movement, the elect of God, the chosen people of God, are going to be brought into the kingdom of God from one end of heaven to the other.